And hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Morning Tapes podcast. My name is Matthew Fontaine, and I hope you're all having or had a great morning today. We have a very good episode for you all today. Today is February 11th, 2026, and this is the last episode posted on Font Films. Just wanted to give you guys that information right off the bat. Next week, we will be posting on the brand new Morning Tapes YouTube channel, which is currently in the process of being created and getting all the episodes there. But by next week, they should all be there. And from that point on, they will be, all episodes will be on there. I just felt like it might be good to just separate the two. I know I'll be talking about Font Films, which is my YouTube channel, and my projects, which I'll post there. But I feel like it'll be better to have its own home, just to separate the two from like the main projects and then the discussing of the projects. We'll also be having a new sort of format of the videos posted on YouTube. This is a idea given to me by one of my best friends, and he made a very good point that it would be more interesting if you guys got a camera. I got my green screen, so I should be in the videos coming up soon. That'll be fun. I feel like that's a great addition, and yeah, shout out to him. Here's a little story time before we get into today's main topic. I'm a college student, and I am studying film, television, media arts. Film, television obviously has interested me for a while. It's what I want to do, specifically post-production, but I'm also interested in like writing and doing like other production roles. And I'm taking a course currently, which is about screenwriting and just like setting up scripts, getting the idea of a project, and just, picking up just getting an idea, getting inspiration for something. And the entire course is set to get an idea in the first few weeks. And then by the end of the course, you'll have a full script of an idea that you picked from the beginning. Now, I'm also interested in making one of these projects, like my final project from the course. I'm interested in expanding it and then possibly making it another film for my channel. Because I recently made another film titled Gone Awry, and it's this first very independent film with a very, very small team people. How many people? It is me, my roommate, my dad, and then we had like, what was that, five people, and then I was director, writer, editor, all that stuff. And gonna be honest, was not. For the first film, I'd say it's okay. I'd say it's okay for like the first film, but by no means is it great. It is not outstanding. I've said that in various episodes in the past, and I do believe that I could have absolutely done better with that. I think partially it's because that I had a very small team, and I kind of just wanted to do everything, kind of just do everything myself with like the writing. Like, oh, I wanted to do this. I want to do this way. I want to, this should be the storyline. And it was just overall just a very messy experience, and it could have been a lot better and a lot cleaner. And that's what I want to do for projects from this point on. Obviously, I'll still be posting YouTube videos for professional films or projects like series and stuff like that. I want to have a bigger team. I should stop saying team. But just a group of people that work on the film or like I said, series or whatever, to make it better, because it does take. It takes a village. It really does take a village. I know that's a cheesy ass line, but I'm going to use it anyways to make something great. Absolutely does. My two best friends did. They said that they were interested in helping with that, is like camera work as well. So that'll definitely be a big help. I really appreciate them doing that. That coming forward, like stepping forward and just saying that they want to help. But I definitely want more actors, maybe some writers just to help me with the process. I'll probably be director again. But I think with this new project, which we will discuss today, I think it'll be much better than Gone Awry, because I do feel like that is one of the largest problems with Gone Awry, is because it was mostly just me, and you cannot just make a film by yourself. I know you can make like a short film; it can be whatever, but to make something great, you absolutely need a bigger team. I do believe that. I understand nothing's perfect, nothing can be perfect, but something can be great, and I want to make something great. So let's move on to today's topic, where I'm going to be sort of kind of pitching you 3 ideas, one of which will be the project, if not more than one. But to get the ball rolling, we're just going to be like, which one sounds the most interesting to you? If anything, I like most of these. I like all of these, I should say. I do like all of these. There's one in particular that I kind of have my eyes on more, which I will explain at the end. But all of these, I feel, could be great. Absolutely could be great. These are pitches that I have made for my class. I've tweaked them a little bit since my last week's meeting. I'll be having the class in exactly an hour as of the time I'm recording this. So yeah, let's just get it going. Let's look at the pitches. There's 3 in total, as I said. Number 1, the most brutal sound. A man who suffers from permanent blindness attempts to survive an alien invasion where the aliens aim to destroy the human race by transforming humans with a hypnotic visual tactic. Now, with our main character as a lone survivor, they must fight against the mysterious visitors until they find a place of safety. Will he be able to survive the attack, or will his disability make it impossible for him? Now, obviously, what a jump from Gone Awry. Gone Awry was this very experimental film that deals with anxiety and everything. This is an alien invasion. It's kind of a mixture of Bird Box and A Quiet Place, with like A Quiet Place being about an alien invasion, and they have a girl that has a disability, but she's deaf. I feel like Blind would be also interesting as well. If you've been listening to the podcast, you've known that I've been working on a project that has to do kind of like related to Stranger Things and Gravity Falls and a mystery. That has changed drastically. That idea has changed drastically, much like Gone Awry. Originally, I was thinking about this film or series where it would have been incredibly intense inspiration from the cryptid known as the Dover Demon, which is located in a small town named Dover from Massachusetts. And I did briefly write a storyline of what the characters go through. It was a very large project. I was kind of feeling a little too cocky going out, gone awry, and be like, oh, I can make anything. And I wrote it, and I sat on it, and I went through it again. I'm like, it's okay, but it's gonna be really hard to do, and I shouldn't like push myself to do something that I'm still not so comfortable with. What I mean by that is I'm comfortable to make films and projects, but like that is a big jump. That is a huge jump. So I decided that, maybe don't scrap the entire project, but take some pieces from that project and put them towards a new idea. Which then I started thinking, I just finished Pluribus by Vince Gilligan, and I'm like, oh, I like this idea of an alien invasion. So which we can make like this weird cryptid, like alien creature in the woods. So it's like an alien invasion, but like how can we make this a challenge for our main character? Make them blind. It's by that. This is what I mean by it's sort of like Bird Box. They have to survive without seeing anything. It's been a while since I've seen Bird Box, so I have to maybe rewatch that. But anyways, I think it's definitely an interesting story, an interesting idea. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, let's move on to the second idea. This one is titled Mr. Benevolent. For those of you who don't know what the word benevolent means, it's kind and with positive intentions. It's very ironic to what the actual story is. After the end of his relationship as an American sweetheart, an actor stumbles into a habit of drugs and alcohol. With each day that goes by, he attempts to rekindle their love, but with each failed attempt, he falls deeper into his bad habits. He continues his attempts until one day, he realizes that his partner has secretly been having an affair with him, and now instead of wanting to put their relationship back together, His attention focuses on trying to burn the whole thing down. I really like this story. I like this idea. It's very dramatic, but it also shows how people who have a big following, such as actors, it can be very stressful and very, there's a lot of tension when something dramatic like this happens, especially towards the end of that when the main character realizes that their partner had an affair. It's just very, very dramatic, and I would love my audience to feel uncomfortable watching this, but also not like Ari Aster uncomfortable when you're watching someone jump off a cliff or if you haven't watched an Ari Aster film, go watch one. Hereditary, Midsummer, Bo is Afraid. I keep mentioning that one, and the new Eddington. Not so new anymore. It's a couple months old, but whatever. I mentioned him like 1,000 times, so just go watch. I wouldn't want my audience to feel uncomfortable in the sense that this is so awful what is happening to these characters that you kind of feel for both of them, but it's up to the audience to kind of decide like who's in the right here, who's in the wrong here. The way I worded this, it's kind of obvious to see who's in the wrong here, but maybe I'll expand upon that once I write it, if this is the one that you guys think is the best one. And finally, number 3, A Drive Alone. A man who typically lives a chaotic life during the day escapes from reality with night drives where he is by himself. One day, while commuting to work, he is involved in an accident which requires him to have the car repaired for a period of time. During this time, he must try and focus on controlling his anxiety due to his coping mechanism being out of order. He is forced to find an alternative solution to his situation, or he must suck it up until his car is repaired when he can be by himself once again. Out of these 3 scripts, I definitely feel that the second one I named, Mr. Benevolent, is my favorite one. I do think that one has the most potential. However, if you disagree, let me know. I've gotten some positive reviews from the first one I mentioned with the alien invasion. So if that one is more attention-grabbing to you and you find it more appealing, let me know in the comments down below. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, go on to YouTube to either the Font Films YouTube channel or the brand new Morning Tapes YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm very excited. I feel like I've been sitting on these topics long enough, and I feel like you guys deserve to know what is going on, what my plans are, what the new projects are, and everything. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll catch you next week on the new channel. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.